Hello, I'd like to share with you today a few of the experiences that my children have taught me and helped me to become a better person. They've helped me to become a more caring person, they've helped me to become more patient, they've also facilitated my communication skills. Being a parent is not always just about diapers and how life's not fair. It's about learning from your children and your children learning from you. It goes back and forth. We're better people today because of the lessons we learn, and if we can instill those lessons into our children, they'll be all the better for it. When I wake up and I hear my children talking and laughing and playing, it makes me feel good. It also makes me feel encouraged because they're using the communication skills that their mother and I have instilled in them. It also encourages me because the communication skills that we give them are going to help them later on in life, and that makes me feel like I'm a good person. I love my children unconditionally, and I feel they're my greatest achievement. I could win the Nobel Prize, and it would be a distant, distant second for the love and the concern that I have for them. They give me a great sense of pride because I know that my children are off to a better start than I was. I was raised by a single mother, and sometimes she had to work 2 and 3 jobs just to make the bills. So she was not always there to give us the life lessons that we should have gotten. They also instill in me hope. Hope that one day they'll take the lessons that I give to them and maybe pass it on to their children as well. One of the first lessons that I learned was when Michael, our first son, was about 6 months along in the pregnancy. I was laying in the bed and I was rubbing his mom's stomach, and he pushed against my hand with his foot. So I pushed back against him and we had a little game. So he pushed against me and I pushed against him. Well, when the doctor did the last sonogram, he put his foot directly against where the sonogram machine is. And we have a picture of his foot. You can see his toes, you can see the way his foot is all shaped perfectly. Normally, I can't tell one end of a sonogram from the other, but with that, I can see his whole foot. Another thing that we have to learn in life is we have to appreciate the things that we don't appreciate things because we don't know how long it will last. When it was time for Michael to be born, the labor lasted about 13.5 hours, and when he finally passed the birth canal, he was gray. The doctor quickly cut the umbilical cord and took him off to the side and started performing CPR. This was very nerve-wracking for his mother and I, as I'm sure you understand. The doctor worked on him for about 5 minutes and then brought him back, and he was breathing and crying and doing normal baby things. So he passed him to his mom, and then I got him after that. And when I held him up against me, and he snuggled up against me, and I knew at that point that I would never be the same. And that's a moment that I'll always have with him. I handed him back to his mom, and we went about things. So what I'm trying to tell you is that, be sure to show your kids love every day, because you don't know if they'll be there the next. We have to also remember to take time to enjoy life. If you're off working all the time and you're never home, then your balance is off. You need to share your credit and the work with your other half. If you go off to work, you can't just come home and sit on your duff. It's not fair to them. You also need to know that tomorrow is going to bring opportunities, and we need to learn from those opportunities, whether we get them right or if we get them wrong. If we get them wrong, you need to find out what you did wrong and try to get it right the next time. You have to also continue working hard every day, even on the bad ones. We all have bad days. Sometimes you just have to suck it up and push forward. Another thing that I've tried to instill in my children is that you have to give of yourself freely, not expecting something in return. Just do something because it's the right thing, not because you're going to get compensated for it. Being a father is everything to me. I knew that I wanted to be a father from when I was young. Knowing things that I wish would have happened, things that did happen, I knew that it was what I wanted. I have to work hard every day to be a good person, to be the example that I want them to see, and so that they know that the hard work that I put into it is worth the effort. Thank you.